Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litsa and today I'm going to show you all the entries that I'm putting into this year's Royal Easter Show for 2024. Now last year was the first year that I entered. Just my friends and I were chatting one evening and we thought, hey, why don't we enter some of our crochet into the Royal Easter Show, because we don't have any other craft fairs or shows as such. So we thought, hey, yeah, why not? You know, what have we got to lose? And we had everything to gain because it was a wonderful experience. I took you along for the ride and some of you may have already seen those videos, and if you haven't and you'd like to, I do have a playlist. I think it's called Markets, Stalls and Shows, and in there it shows you my entries for last year and then what the results were. Now if you were around last year, you'll know that one of our entries actually got third prize, and that was just icing on the cake and a total bonus and a complete surprise. Let me tell you, the entries are amazing. They come from all around Australia, it feels like, but definitely all around New South Wales, because it is the Sydney Royal Easter Show, and there is some amazing talent out there, and just to be a part of it was awesome. So what I did learn from last year was that just the fact that they show your entries is just amazing, because you're surrounded by so much talent and amazing work. I was very lucky last year that every single item that I entered did get shown. None of it got culled, so I'm hoping, fingers and toes crossed, that this year the same happens. Now if I bring a ribbon home, that would be awesome, and of course I'll share that with you, but that will be a total bonus, just like last year. Just the thrill of being able to show off your work on such a large scale is amazing, and it's so nice when you walk around and you can spot your items in the different aisles. I will definitely be taking photos like last year of all the displays, and I will definitely be sharing them with you. But for now, let's get started. I'll put this ribbon to the side with what our entries will be for this year. So in total this year, I put in 9 entries. Now entries closed around the 17th of January. So at that stage, I wasn't quite sure of what the items would be, but I just thought, look, for $15 an entry, let me go for broke here, and I entered in as many of the categories as I thought I would be able to either produce something for it, like crochet something new for it, or have something that I've already crocheted, because you're able to do that if it's in the last year or so. So that's awesome to know. Now, only about 2 weeks ago, we received our pack, and in it, it shows it's got our exhibitor's information guide. Now, they're quite strict in the way that you label your entries. I can't speak. So basically what we get is here, each little square represents one of the entries. There are 9 in total, and because I'm in the crochet category, they're so specific that we even have to use gold colored safety pins. So I kept these from last year, pretty clever I think, and I'll make sure that I keep them again, because hopefully I can continue with this fun. Now the other thing that we do get, which is awesome because it is very difficult to park around there, well, it's not difficult to park, but it's expensive to park. So it's great that we have a drop-off and a pickup zone. So for the drop-off day, which is this weekend, so either the Friday, the 8th of March, or Saturday, the 9th of March, which is when we'll be dropping off our entries, you get your pass to go in, and there it is there where it tells you, you know, the drop-off zones and everything else. And then we get to collect our crocheted pieces or whatever you've entered between the 5th and the 6th of April. So once again, having this in your car is just so wonderful to know that you'll be able to go in, won't cost you anything, and you know, you can drop off your things quite safely and collect them, of course, very safely. And they do have a viewing evening for everyone who's entered just before the Easter show opens to the public to go and enjoy themselves over the Easter period. So that's what we've received, and I will be, after showing you everything tonight, I'm going to tag them exactly where they've asked. So basically with wearables, you put it where you'd find the little tag, you know, when you purchase a dress or a top or whatever, at the back. And then with blankets and things, they have specific corners they want you to attach it to. So as long as you follow the rules, and I am a law-abiding citizen, I always say that, you can't go wrong. But I have to say that the staff that man, you know, all these stalls, and when you go to enter your entries, they are so super sweet and nice. They have been doing it forever, and they have really good customer service. So they actually try to help you as much as they could. Just like I had an issue with my doll size last year, they gave me an alternative, an option. I went away, thought about it, did it, and came back. So they're not nasty to you at all. They're actually quite accommodating and helpful. So that was really lovely to experience that, and I'm sure it'll be the same this year. So okay, you just want to see what I've entered, and I'm sure that, you know, I know that I want to show you. So let's get started. These are in no particular order because even though they are in order in the booklet, I'm just picking and choosing some things so there's some sort of order in my head. So the first thing that I'll show you, and those of you who've been following me on my podcast, you've already would have seen this, but that's okay. I want to show it tonight because it is an entry after all. So this goes into the category, this textured shawl, in the category stall or shawl, 5-ply or thicker. So that means that the yarn needs to be thicker than I think it's like a 2 weight, at the very least something around a DK weight, and this is exactly what this is. Now I love this pattern. It is a bag o' day pattern, and it's called the Crochet Triangle Scarf or Shawl. Now for this one I did use a 6mm hook, this gorgeous hook that was gifted to me by the gorgeous Thea, and this amazing yarn. I have said this time and time again, I absolutely love this yarn. It is so soft and squishy. It is a chain net or chain spun yarn, and although it looks like it's quite fine there, because of the halo, and I'm pretty sure you can see that, you do need to use a larger hook, and also you get to you know, have that beautiful drape. Now this pattern is a 4-row repeat. It is a triangular shawl, and I made it to the point where it was just at the point where I thought if I go any longer it'll be just way too long. And this stitch here is one that I just learnt, which is brand new, and it's called the cobblestone stitch. And I really do believe that I'll be incorporating in more of my makes because it surprised me at how easy it is to do. So basically what you do is you, this is all in US terminology, treble crochet. It's the one where you yarn over twice on your hook before you create the stitch. And then in the next stitch you do a single crochet, and that helps the little bobble or you know, that little bit pop out, the cobblestone. I will show you the front, so I'll spin Tilly around. So this is what it looks like on the front, guys. So it is a very, very pretty shawl, and I love this yarn, and I will definitely be, excuse me, I dropped the ball, and I will definitely be using the rest of this yarn because it's very, very lightweight. So you don't use very, very much at all. So this shawl would have cost me only a few dollars to create. So I'm very, very pleased to say that thanks to all of you encouraging me to complete it, I will be entering it into the Royal Easter Show this year. So that's number one. Now the next thing that I will be entering, and I absolutely love this little item. Let me push this little one across and bring this one over here for you. I'll bring it up nice and close and then I'll put it up there. This gorgeous little baby dress. Now I'm calling it the Funfetti baby dress because of the yarn. It just reminds me of Funfetti, especially the cookies. And this one in the category baby jacket or dress. Now the last time you saw it, it didn't have a button, but now it does. I just bought a little pack of these gorgeous little clear buttons, which I thought would be suitable for many little baby dresses and doll dresses. Now I believe this is the crocodile stitch from what you have all been saying to me, because the designer of this pattern didn't actually call it that, and it is a 2-row repeat. I'm just going to pop this up here so you can look at it while I give you a little bit more information. So the YouTube pattern that I followed is from Crochet for Baby, and she has some beautiful, beautiful pieces. Let me tell you, I have crocheted a couple of other things from her as well. And this one is called the Super Easy Crochet Baby Dress or Frock. I love the word frock. I did use for this one, let me grab it for you here, my 4mm hook. Now for me this is quite small, but I have to tell you I really did enjoy making this with this hook. I can see why people like using the smaller hooks. It makes such a delicate, dainty item or piece of clothing. And here is the gorgeous yarn that I use. Now you can see that's the yarn there, and how beautiful does it crochet up. So this is the Bella Baby Wonder yarn, and it is absolutely gorgeous, and it is made up of 80% acrylic, 60% acrylic and 40% nylon, and that's why it is so super soft and squishy. And this one is here in Sydney, Australia. We buy it from Spotlight, but I have seen other yarns overseas that look similar. I'm trying to remember which ones they were. I think maybe Premier Yarns do something similar. Correct me if I'm wrong, but nevertheless I do have this one in quite a few different colors. This one's called, I think, Bright. Let me just get my glasses. I'm trying to read without them. How silly am I? So this one is actually in the colorway, where is it? Bright Spot, and it certainly is. Like I said, it reminds me of confetti cookies. I just love it. So I'll just put my glasses down there. So that was my second entry, which I'm hoping that they will like. Last year I put a baby dress in as well and a shawl, and they did get shown, so that was awesome. Now the next thing I have to show you, so entry number 3 is, now let's switch them across, is this gorgeous little granny square cardigan. I absolutely adore this. How awesome is this? Now this is for like a size 2-year-old child, little girl. Isn't it adorable? Now I just love all the colors. I'm going to, and can you see the border there all the way around, the collar, and at the bottom? Absolutely stunning, I think, for a little baby cardi. So this one was a beautiful gift in Happy Mail from the lovely Josephine. Thank you, Josephine. And here we are, we're entering it into the Royal Easter Show. I feel like we're doing this together. Now I did use this, so this is the pattern that came with it. So it's a Mary Maxim granny square cardigan. It says for like a size 2 child, I think it says. So 2 years old child. And then I also got gifted this whole pack of little Karen balls of yarn. There were 20, and you can see the ones that I've used for the colors in the granny squares. And I did a flat stitch to join them. I don't know if you can see that, guys, but it's actually a beautiful stitch. I think it creates a lovely effect. And all the instructions were very nice, very clear, and that's what I used for it. Now I did use, now let me see, I used my 4.5mm hook for this one, and I do believe without my glasses that it's this one, yes. So 4.5mm hook. Now with that yarn, because it is an 8-ply or a DK weight acrylic, you could either use a 4 or even a 5, but I thought that the 4.5mm hook was perfect to achieve the look and the size that I wanted. So that's the next thing that I've entered. Now after that, I'm going to show you something that is a little bit, well, it's a little bit different to your mainstream cardis that you usually see at the show, but in saying that, they do have a lot of different articles of clothing as well. Let me pop those little baby ones across there. They are so adorable. Now I have made this Hexagon, hello, I'm under here, Hexagon cardigan. Now I know many people have made Hexagon cardigans, but I happen to make this one out of blanket yarn, and I thought that it would be nice to put something in there that is a little bit different to mainstream, as I said, and I absolutely love it. So why not? We've got nothing to lose, do we, guys? So let's pop that one in there. Now for this one, I do have a playlist, and it's called Crochet with Blanket Yarn. If you want to see more details about it, please go and see that video. I think you will enjoy it. But for those of you that may have already seen it, I'm going to do a little recap. So basically I used blanket yarn, obviously. So these colors all came out of the one skein, which is this part of the cardigan. And this was the color that I contrasted it with. All blanket yarn, as I said, and I did use a 9mm hook. Although you generally, well, it's recommended that you use an 8mm hook. I thought for a wearable, just to make it a little bit more drapier, and it turned out so beautiful. I cannot wait to wear this in winter, and I absolutely love the colors. And I did at the time say that I definitely went out of my comfort zone. They're not colors I would ever think to wear or put together, but I think that they worked very well. So let's see how we go with this entry, right guys? Now the next thing that I've got for you, so that's pretty much it for the wearables except for the beanie. So this category was adult crocheted garment. Now the next one is crochet texture beanie. That's what I called it when I entered it, because I wasn't sure which beanie I was going to enter, because although I had some beanies already made up, I wanted to see what I'd have ready before the entries were due. And it's an adult crocheted accessory, which could have been a scarf or a headband, but I decided to go with a beanie, of course, because I love beanies. And I had fallen in love with this beanie when I made it. It's quite a simple one, I know that. But there's something about it, and I absolutely love it. The pattern is by Repeat Craft to Me. I think most of us have either seen it or made it, or know someone that's made it. It is called, I think, the Heart Beanie. So basically the tutorial shows you how to do this bit, but Sarah Zimmerman does have a tutorial for her specific style of beanie, because she does make it a little bit different to others. I absolutely loved making it. I did use my Spot Saver yarn, which is a 10 ply yarn, and I did use my 5mm hook for it, and here it is here. Now, generally, I crochet with a 6mm hook, but that one turned out perfect because her pattern did ask you for this weight of yarn and this hook. So I just followed it as it was, and it turned out beautiful. So as simple as it may be, that's my entry for that category. And I actually absolutely love it. So that's it for wearables now. So next we're going to go into the blankets, or the Afghans. So the first one, let me just grab it from here. A lot of you will recognize this because you would have seen it when I did my I showed you when I completed the blanket. Is from my Crochet Society Advent Cal 2022. Now again, I have a playlist for Crochet Society, and all the details about this blanket are in there. It is a tapestry crochet blanket. Now most of you know that I love tapestry crochet, and here it is here. I haven't got it anywhere up, but let me show you guys. Here are some of the squares, and believe it or not, when I first saw these colors together, I thought there is no way that this is going to work, and yet it really does. So I felt that this blanket had quite a bit of work put into it. It is tapestry crochet, so it is a nice technique. And if anything else, I get to show off to others than just you something that I think is a beautiful blanket. So this category was, so I called it Tapestry Crochet Squares Afghan, because you're supposed to give them a little title. That's a little bit, a bit of cutesy on the side. But the category was Travel Knee or Afghan Rug, excluding mosaic. Now last year I did enter a mosaic blanket, but this year I have not. I went with the tapestry crochet. Now the next little blanket that I'm going to enter, and again it's very simple, but I think it's a very classy one. So this one is I just called it Crochet Bunny Rug because I wasn't sure which one of the baby blankets that I've got I'd enter, or if I would make a new one, but I opted to go with this one. So this one is the block stitch. So here it is here, guys. I absolutely love this color combination. This one's just in half, as you can see there, and I absolutely love it. Now what I did use for this blanket is this gorgeous, now I don't have the exact color here, but it's the 8 ply or DK weight yarn in the Marvel range. And I have so much of this stuff. It's just crazy. I'm so lucky because I got pretty much every color that they've ever made. And I did again use is this my 5mm? Without my glasses, I can't see, guys. I think this is the 5mm hook. So I'm sorry if I'm showing you the wrong blue yarn hook at times, but this one is the 5. So that was the second blanket that I entered. And I'm very, very happy with that entry, and we'll just, like I said, we'll see what happens. I hope they display it. Now, the next thing I want to show you, and again, if you go to my Crochet Society playlist and you go to the subscription box number 42, when I did the project reveal, this was what I had made, and it's the Tapestry shoulder bag. So I do talk about it in detail there because I've got all the yarns that were in the box and everything. But this is what it looks like, guys, to remind you or just show you if you're brand new. Isn't it gorgeous? Now, this project, I think, was the one that took me the longest to make for you guys. But you did vote on it, and I was so very, very happy to finish it. So this is why I'm entering this one. I know that I made that granny square bag this year, but I just thought I'd go with the tapestry crochet theme for this year's Royal Easter show. And then last but not least, I'm so in love with her. Wait till you see her. So this category is crochet, baby doll dress and hat, and it's in the dressed baby doll category. Now, I absolutely love her. She was entered last year with a different outfit, and she was actually the winner of the third prize ribbon. So here she is here. Now, she is wearing this adorable little pinafore. It was meant to be little overalls, but I didn't like that look. I really like the pinafore look, and under there you can see she's got her little straps there. She is wearing a little nappy, so she's very well dressed. Now, it is a granny square here, and it's got those little handmade with love buttons on there. And this pattern is again by Crochet for Baby. Like I said, she's got some amazing patterns, and this one's called the Granny Square Baby Overalls, which I converted it into a little dress. And then I made her a little bucket hat to complete her look, just making the granny squares in the different sizes, because I've made granny bucket hats for us previously and little children, so I thought I should manage to do that. And I also made her a little granny square bag and popped a little button on there. That's a little tiny butterfly. So she is so gorgeous. I absolutely love her, and I cannot wait for her to make her way to the Royal Easter show. So that's it, guys. All 9 entries. I wonder what your thoughts are. I hope that you're going to be my cheerleaders, because I do need a little bit of cheering on, but I am very, very excited to drop everything off on Saturday. We are also going to be entering my partner's leather work this year. I'm so proud of him because he's taken that leap of faith to showcase his work to the world. We all love it, and he's, you know, over the past 20 years or so, he's gifted so much of his leather work. But I'm going to hopefully have him talk about it in our next video, which I will put out straight after this one. Now, if he doesn't make an appearance, please forgive him, but I will certainly be giving you all the information that he would have. And I'm so very, very proud to say that we're both going to be entering our craft into the Royal Easter show this year. So thank you once again for joining me. Thank you once again for always encouraging me. And I hope you're all doing well. And I will see you all very, very soon. Take care until then. Bye-bye, everybody.